When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Razorbacks will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Trying to seal the edge on the right. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He breaks the tackle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
The Wildcats will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Dropping back, it's Baker. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And that's really good third down defense. You've given up some yards. Who cares? Down here right near the goal line, you bow your neck up. You force the fourth down. Nice job breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Gives it on the option. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Anthony. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Arkansas! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Baker. Grab near the marker. It's Gilmore. Lots of room to run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kentucky! When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Baker. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender. Understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go. And not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. From the gun. Wants to pass. It's complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. That's the 20. He's got space. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius. Makes the play. And then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Might be changing the route. Wilson to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Out of the gun, the inside give. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the ground, he's got it again.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
Man, you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Balls it in. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker. And here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Got a man. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Line getting set on second down. Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. Wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
To the air, it's Baker. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The sure hands, it's Nimrod. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw. That's reeled in. It's Anthony.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You can tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Pulls it in. It's Nimrod. Will not get... A 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. That's caught. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Johnson. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
He's got the first down. Mark it at the 15 as they try to put up points before the half. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Wilson will throw. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Going to look downfield again. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Miller. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up. Rides the back on the option. The give. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Back to throw, it's Baker. Release to the back. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Red pass, it's complete.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
And the Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Might be calling a hot route. Using his feet. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do...
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Trying to do it on the ground. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs.
I I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Baker. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Navy is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 18 to Notre Dame. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wilson to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Wildcats! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end. He came up a little short. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. From the gun on third down. Buys a little time. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
So now it's second and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Prince. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in for first down and more. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. From the gun, the ground game. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slip it through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Rush is on him. Hit as he throws. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It'll be third and long. Dropping back, it's Baker. Got the back over the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. They'll mark him down right there. Good pickup, but still a little bit short of the first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And that is incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle, and if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back, he's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He'll try to pop the draw. Jukes his way for more. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Looking to pass. It's Prince. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm